So sorry for technical difficulties. Guess what? I'm in my bathroom and I wanted to show you what it is that I'm working on. We have a really snowy day outside. I need to turn this around and just be able to show you. Hold on. And I've got this light. If I turn this around this way, will it allow you to be able to see? Can you see that? Look at that snow. Isn't that gorgeous? It's like, I think half of everybody I know, everybody's been on Facebook and stuff and posting that they've got, they've kind of had a wintry mix too. Let me turn this down just a little bit. How's it going? So, what am I doing? I'm home today, and I am, of course, looking at every area of my house. I've been working on a lot of projects lately, designing things that I thought, I'm not going to show you what it is that I'm doing until this comes in. Well, it came in. So here was my conundrum. I have a bathroom. Gene has his bathroom. I have my bathroom. And my bathroom is this gray marble top on the bathtub. Don't do that. Just saying I'm trying to connect. I've gone back and forth trying to decide what to put on the walls. Well, so here's the deal. And this is a problem that a lot of people run into. I couldn't find any wallpaper or anything that I really liked that matched this gray marble. And to be quite honest with you, wallpaper has gotten so expensive. Every wallpaper I looked at was just astronomical. So I love birds. I love vines and leaves and all that type thing, but I didn't want a ton of patterns. So I thought, what if I painted the walls? And that's what I'm gonna do. I've got this here and I'm testing it. I'm actually gonna paint the walls with my Bauhaus Buff One Step from Amy Howard at Home. I'm gonna paint it in Bauhaus, which is kind of it's just got a little bit of creaminess to it, but it comes across white. So it'll go really well with my gray marble, but it's not too cream. But here's the exciting part. And here's what I'm testing. So what I did, I designed a stencil. This thing is gargantuan. I designed a stencil, let me take it out, that has my birds and my branches on it. And so I had looked at, I'm not gonna say the names. I looked at several different wall coverings. A lot of them were murals, horribly expensive. When I say horribly expensive, I'm talking about, I had looked at this small bathroom was going to cost me $8,000 in wallpaper. I was like, I'm not doing that. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna take kind of the same type of designs and I'm gonna put them into a stencil. So that way I can come back, I can paint my walls, and then I'm gonna be able to come back intermittently and do my design on my walls. I don't have to have the wallpaper. And then the great thing about it is when I'm ready to change it, what do? I just paint over it. So let me show you how easy this is. Now, do you love the stencil? Do you love the stencil? Gabrielle, thank you so much. I do. I think it's so, look at this. Is it so classy? Look at this. Look at the details. Look at the details on the bird. Now, it's really kind of fun. I mean, when you think about, let's talk about where we've got all these needs that we need to be able to have stencils. Yes, it's a lot of fun to use them on mugs. I'm one of the first ones there. I love doing that. But now when we're able to take the concept of these adhesive stencils and be able to take them and use them on walls instead of wallpaper, instead of murals, we can do this in our dining rooms. I'm just gonna tell you, this week I'm gonna blow your phones up. I'm gonna be doing Facebook Lives and stuff because I have a gorgeous damask stencil that we're introducing. We have a gorgeous shagreen stencil that we're introducing. And let me see, I have a damask, a shagreen, the birds, and there's one other. A Moroccan inlay. You're gonna love it. Love, 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 love. The Moroccan is really gonna be more for furniture painting, and the birds and the damask and the shagreen could actually be on walls too. So fab. All right, so let me just show you. This is what I'm gonna do. Before I paint the walls with the Bauhaus, I'm gonna test the placement with my chalk art. Now, I've been asking Gene Howard all day, please hurry and get home and bring me the gray ink and the gray chalk art. Now let me tell you what I'm going to do. The chalk art, which if you're not familiar with in a Maker Studio, you can wipe it off after you're finished. So I use it on mirrors. I talk about that a lot of times. I'll use it on mirrors. I'll use it on chalkboards. I'll have to show you later a chalkboard, not this Facebook Live, but I have one of our new Family Rules chalkboards in my kitchen that I love. I look at it every morning, every night. And so those are great because you can wipe off the chalk art. Now, so you can place this, if you want to see what it's going to look like, you can place it with the chalk art and then go, I'm going to move it around, I'm going to do it in a different color, and then you wipe it off. But what I plan on doing is using the gel ink over my paint. So I'm going to paint my walls in Bauhaus Buff. Then I'm going to come back with my bird stencil and I'm going to do it in the gel ink on my wall. Is it permanent? Absolutely it is. It will absorb into the paint. Now, I hear Jean. Bring it to me. When I tell you I've been asking him all day for this.
Yeah, well, it's not like around the corner. Is that Marty?
No, it's Facebook Live. You'll say hey.
No.
Wait, Jean! Open the door! There's a mirror. It's the reflection.
Oh.
Okay. All right, so I've got, this is the gray. I wanted to be able to test it. So this is gorgeous. It's can't, never could. But actually when I get through with doing it, here's what's going to be fun. I'm going to do a combination of these two inks. I'm going to be doing the lighter and the darker gray. So this is what I'm going to do to be able to get a lot of detail, and this will be the final one on my wall. So let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, so I'm testing it because I want to be able to see placement, but I'm going to come back. I am going to do a gray just a little bit darker, but I'm not committed to the chalk art. I'm able to test it and see what I think about it. All right, so this, if you're not familiar with these stencils, this is adhesive like this. I just took the back off, and I'm gonna place my bird. So if you're just now watching me, I'm showing you one of our brand new stencil designs with the Maker Studio, and I'm gonna line this up. Now this wall doesn't have any paint on it, so I'm gonna have to hold onto it. It's not gonna be the best thing to be able to hold it. And I've got my chalk art spreader. And this is my chalk art. This is allowing me to be able to see placement. So I'm going to take some of this out. And I'm going to spread this on here. You know, the funny thing is, I love this gray. I can tell I'm going to love this gray with my marble, which I'll have to show you in just a minute. But I love the fact that I can use the chalk art, and I'm not committed to it, but it lets me see if this is actually going to work in my room. And if I want to be able to add some detail to the dark gray, I can come back and add a little bit of white. I can clean my stencil, come back and add silver to it. Would love the silver. Wouldn't that be a lot of fun? Now, some of you may be thinking, okay, so Amy, the chalk art's not permanent. What if you want to make it permanent? I can totally make it permanent. Now I'm going to lift this just a little bit. Look at this. Because what you want to do is after you use the chalk art, oh my gosh, I'm loving this. I knew I was going to. So I'm going to spread this on here. You want to make sure when you're working with chalk art that you don't let it dry. And because this wall isn't primed, look at that. Look at that. Can you see it? Can you see it? I'm going to have to come over here so that way y'all can see it. I'm going to come back and line up my stencil down here and just keep going across. Is everybody with me? All right, so hold on just a second. Now, I want you to be able to understand what it is that I'm talking about now that I've got this all over my hands. All right, so hold on just a second. Let's come closer because I want you to be able to see. Look. Look at that. So now, what I plan on doing, this is why I'm going to come back with the Bauhaus Buff, where I've got these darker areas. I can come back on top of it if I want to and add just a little bit of my silver. I've got a silver metallic chalk art, But what I'll do is I'm gonna go back over the entire wall. Look at this with my gray. Oh my gosh, can you see that? Here's my gray marble. Look at that. Isn't that fab? So I'll come back and kind of fill this in, and that way all of the walls will be this darker pattern. Love that. It'll go with my gray beautifully. I'm gonna come back and add a little bit of metallic silver chalk art, and then I can seal it with my matte sealer, which is a completely matte finish. We sell it on a Maker Studio now, and then I'm good to go. So now here's the sad thing. I wanted to be able to test it. I wanted to be able to see how I like it. And I'm thinking about doing a sample board of doing a dark gray color if I painted it a dark gray color with the one step, and then I did the artwork in white. I want to see my options. So I'd love to know what you think. Do you like the idea of having this white wall and having the dark gray and silver art with the birds on my walls? Or do you like the idea of the walls being darker and then coming back and having white art with metallic? Just vote. I would love to know what you think. So, you know, as a lot of us are in during this bad winter weather, I've got several days that I'm going to be able to work on projects in my house. And so it's kind of exciting. I'm like, I'm getting my bathroom done, and my new stencil came in. So I was so excited. And I'm actually going to be gilding a gold band around my cocktail table in my family room. I've just looked at it every night, and I'm like, I need just a little bit just to be able to kick it. And I thought, I'll wait and I'll do a Facebook Live and be able to show y'all. So anyway, vote, tell me here, do you want to see the walls dark? I could easily do a panel and paint it dark and then try it with the light art, or do you like the idea of having the light walls and doing the dark art? I love to hear what you think. And the other thing is too, one thing that you're not being able to see is my ceilings are gray as well. Kind of part of the reason in this. The ceilings are a dark gray, and I have dark gray everywhere else. So it's like I wanted to be able to come into the bathroom and just be able to have artwork like this against that dark gray marble. So exciting. And the great thing about it is, look how much money I'm gonna have saved. I literally can, I have my 2 different stencils and my chalk art and my silver art. I can do this for less than $100. So doesn't get much better than that. And it's something that you can definitely enjoy bragging rights from. So thanks for watching my live today. Tell me what you think. I'm gonna keep playing around with the colors, with the dark wall with light, and then with this, and add some of the silver. And then you'll be able to see the end result. Have a great, great Monday, everybody. Stay warm. Oh, and don't forget, the bird, my new bird stencil just went live on our website. So if you want to get it and be able to create a lot of great projects, it's a very elegant, classic design that will look great on vases, on platters, on walls, on fabric, on anything that you want to be able to create. It's just a very classic look. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.